Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be doing the Wicked Crossing. We got a level 7 Vesper with a maxed out hero power, and a level 6 Grimson with a maxed out hero power. For our towers, we have a Rubian Emissary, a Demon Pit, Tri-Cannon, Ballista Outpost, and a Elven Stargazer. Upgrades, you have scoping mechanism all the way up to limit pushing on the hero tree, Shadow Crow Collar on the reinforcement with Courageous Stand and Merciless Defense. So starting off, you want to make sure you have 2 ballistas on the top side and 2 ballistas on the bottom side. Same thing with the Elven Stargazers, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. I have a Demon Pit in the center, which is going to be useful later. You can see that ominous looking temple thing in the center of the map. You'll have nightmares start to spawn out of there, and you'll want to have a Demon Pit to stall some of the nightmares out. And then on the bottom we have an extra Demon Pit to catch some of the spiders that will be climbing up that bottom wall. I would recommend you max out, or at least get your ballistas to level 2 or 3 early on, or at wave 3. You already have 2 points into the ballistas. Vesper and Grimson are fast. Grimson very fast. Vesper is relatively fast. Can easily be rotated as needed. It's very easy to rotate them on this level because there's not much distance between the waves. So take advantage of that. You want to be using your reinforcements as much as possible. And your heroes should be attacking as much as possible. Just be careful with Grimson so he doesn't die to the tanky guys. As far as campaign modes go, this is the first difficult campaign mode, I would say. To try it a couple of times. I noticed it was very easy for one spider or one of these stalkers to slip past and cost me a life. So if you're going for a 20 life 3-star completion like I am, you'll have to be very diligent that you do not let a single guy get past. Because we have the limit pushing, we're going to be using our hero powers pretty liberally. After 5 uses, we get a free reset on the hero powers. That will come in clutch later on in the levels, where it starts to get kind of chaotic. I don't know if you guys just saw, we also got a new enemy called a Shackler. And Shacklers are pretty easy to deal with. They have medium magic resist, no armor, and they fall below 20% HP. They will raise their arms, chains come out, and it'll shackle nearby towers, preventing them from attacking. That sounds bad, but they're relatively squishy enemies, so they usually are pretty easy to kill. They cannot move when they are shackling. They aren't really a threat of getting back into your lines. It is very important that Vesper gets to attack these stalkers, because the stalkers are the ones that are going to cost you the lives. Always make sure you pop stalker's teleportation ability. Get some chip on them as quickly as possible. And that's why we have the ballista towers in the back to try to finish off any stalkers. That's going to be important on both lanes. We have a level 2 ballista here in wave 8 on the top and bottom in the back. Okay, so the second enemy that we get introduced to this level are these corrupted nightmares. Essentially, the regular nightmares with armor. Heavily armored, I might add. These guys are why we need to have a lot more mage power this round. We can't just rely on our ballistas. Because they are quite tanky. Something to note is that Vesper is a lot tankier than Crimson. So if you have a tanky enemy, like the Corrupted Nightmares, make sure you use Vesper to tank out and not Crimson. Crimson is much better at killing off the Acolytes or the Spiders. Have Vesper tank out anything that's going to take a while to kill. Otherwise, Crimson will probably die. Wave 10, the bridge falls down and a new path opens up. So we're going to be putting a Demon Pit on the top and getting that Rubian Emissary maxed out. One thing you'll see me doing is placing the reinforcements at the top, just so they can start attacking the Stalkers immediately as they come out. I really do think the Stalkers are #1 priority to avoid taking lives. Another tip, go ahead and save Grimson's hero power if you see the Corrupted Stalkers. Try to get the Corrupted Stalkers piled up, and then use Grimson's hero power on him. It is very powerful because it does true damage. Those guys have a lot of armor. So to be able to chip through the armor is essential, I think, on this level. It's pretty tight here in wave 13. I had to rotate Grimson down and Vesper. And use one more hero power to finish off those Corrupted Stalkers. They get very deep into our lines. Fortunately, we were able to hold on. But yeah, it gets kind of chaotic. The Emissary is super clutch here on the top, along with these Demon Pits. Just provides a ton of stalling. At the bottom side, we already have a level 4 Demon Pit. There are a lot of spiders that are coming up their flank. I'm putting points into the Elven Stargazer. Try to do more damage. The Star ability will do damage to enemies that die, basically turning them into the AoE bomb. The other ability is a teleportation ability that just moves enemies back. Both are helpful. When you find a wave, go ahead and upgrade your Elven Stargazers. And I would probably have put more points into the Emissary. That was a very strong tower. You don't need to max out your Ballista towers, but having them at level 2 or 3 is going to be useful. See, at the top, all of the Corrupted Shacklers, it gets pretty chaotic. We're going to rely on a couple good hero powers to deal with them. And once that is cleared out, go ahead and rotate your heroes to the bottom. One more good hero power, killing off those Acolytes. And that is GG. So rewards, 3 more upgrade points, a new hero, Broden, and a Dwarven Flamespitter. Also moving our way in, almost finishing off this level, or this world. For Vesper, he's now level 8 because I had to retry a couple times, but we got a new hero, Broden. Very mobile, high physical damage, very squishy. So the light army version of Grimson, essentially. And then the Dwarven Flamespitter is a new tower. I believe it is similar to an artillery tower, but honestly I have not tested it yet. I'm just showing it off to you guys. Does a lot of physical damage. Anyway, that is it for today. You guys have a good one.